here we are, this is who we are.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Nathan and I are very excited to do more Zayn. I've said it 100 times, but I don't mind saying or bear repeating that if you're new to our journey, yes, when we first met Zayn on our channel 2 years ago as a member of One Direction, we didn't know him from, of course, we didn't know who he was. We had no idea of his backstory, his background. He just seemed like the kid that was like gloomy and moody, you know what I mean? And we surface understood his journey, but 2 years later, we've really enjoyed him as an individual. We actually really like him, and that's not to say some of his earlier solo music that we've enjoyed, because I think we'd still maybe not be crazy about some of his earlier stuff. ... This latest album, Room Under the Stairs, has been an incredible album. Like, objectively, it's a good album. It's songs, compositions that we enjoy. So Nathan, this is a Patreon request from Hannah.
This will give you a sense of how much I'm looking forward to this. I have a headache, and sometimes when I have a headache, I cancel on Ryan. I say, no, I can't do it. And even with a headache right now that's like just burrowing into my brain, I really want to do these Zayn ones. I've been looking forward to doing them ever since I heard we were going to get to these next tracks. So yeah, that's how much we like Zayn now. There you go.
This is a Patreon request from Hannah, and Hannah had this to say. Would love if you guys did more Zayn from the Z or the Z size, depending where you're on the world. In Canada, we say Z. From the Z size, the song is called, well, we're doing Gave first. So we're doing two at the time of this recording. We're doing two, but for this video, we're doing Gave first. And Hannah said, this is just an amazing song with amazing lyrics. There you go. Great. Amazing song with amazing. I hope this is a lyric video. I don't know for sure. We'll find out.
I think it is.
Bring up the lyrics.
Yes.
Don't wanna bore you with a detail.
Bring up the lyrics.
Watch the show from all the way. Rest assured the minor features teachers all to learn care. I ain't living like you, and I never liked you.
I like that.
And I never liked me, 'cause I never had you. Same. Don't think we gain a thing from this. I'm changing my ways. Won't meet you halfway. It's all just a game. No one is to blame. Falling again in and out of this place. Make an excuse, get me out of this place. I know the mistakes, I won't make them again. I ain't living like you, and I never liked you, and I never liked me, 'cause I never had you. truth we both needed more than what we gave.
Wow.
Well, first, let's just, for me, I'll talk about the song composition. I really like the sound of the song. Great bass line throughout. I just love that bass line that's playing the acoustic. Well, when the acoustic guitar started at the beginning, I thought, okay, maybe it's just gonna be an acoustic song, like very, like, not much oomph to the song. But then the song builds, and you got this big, heavy bass line playing over top, and then you have this almost of what that might mean. But I really like that ending. You could almost argue they're in a battle. You know, it's a war, so to speak, because the closing 4 lines is, I think, the key part of the song. We both need it more than what we gave. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know quite what that means, but you could argue like it could mean that Zayn is maybe like just not, he's kind of holding back. He's got more to share. There's a deep conversation that he needs to have, or they need to have, but they're not revealing those things with each other, which might be able to solve the problems they're having in this relationship. But then again, back to the musical composition, I just like how the song sounded. I'm not really the lyric guy per se, but I really just like how the song sounded, how it moved. And then, of course, the chorus, I guess that was the chorus, was the I ain't even like you, and I never liked you. Just that vocal effect change that he had, and the way it sounded. It's just for not a very long song, 2.5, 3 minutes, and it's just a lot happens in it though. It's like it's busy without sounding cluttered. It's just a lot going on in a very short song. I can't believe this is it's what you call a B-side or whatever. It's a Z side. It's a play on words, but this sounds like it's. I guess the album just could have been a double album at this point. Or if this is a song it's not a throwaway track, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think there has been one yet. I think on this album, it's so strong. Like even Zayn's vocals in this are like miles above what he was doing in One Direction. And I know that that'll upset some people, but I'm just looking at this objectively, knowing what we've seen. We've had lots of that shown to us from Zayn's journey on One Direction, but here he's got this like raspiness and edge to his voice that I don't think we heard very often. Maybe it did come up. We just weren't paying attention, but it really feels like he's got that dialed in so well. It was in the beginning, the first couple of lines there just really stood out to me. Very, very like, how do you describe that? Like, not a blues edge, but yeah, kind of like that. I know we've said that about this music, but it's got that blues sound to it. But it's more than that. It just feels like this is who he is. This is his music at his best. And so, I think what I'm really looking forward to is, I'll bet you Zayn's got like a banger that's gonna come out someday. You know what I mean? Like he's probably he's very musical. So I bet he explored a little bit with that right out of the gate with One Direction on his own. Right. And I'm just guessing that he'll really like I don't know. He'll streamline this even more because he's a perfectionist, right? He strikes me as that kind of personality, that he wants to do everything, the way he wants to do it, very authentic, but it's very much still in being authentic. He's also being more relaxed about it. I think that's really what I'm finding the most interesting is the music's more relaxed than, Zayn sometimes comes across as a very uptight person, but the music comes across as extremely relaxed and very kind of casual. And I like that those two are married together in all these songs. Yeah.
All right. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Hannah. This is great that we're delving into the Z side of the album. I just looked up online here. So it's considered the deluxe edition, I guess. There's 2 demos on there, which before anyone gives us demo requests, I'm never interested in demos. Even in the bands that I love, I never listen to demos. It doesn't interest me. It just doesn't interest me. Some people really like demos, but I'm not interested in what didn't make the final cut. I don't know why, regarding the song that did make the final cut. But there's 3 songs that aren't demos on the Z side: Lied To, In the Bag, and Gave. And so we just did Gave. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Hannah.
It's great. Thanks, Hannah. This is a good choice. Always excited to do more Zayn. Really think he's going to keep knocking it out of the park as we continue to explore. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.